Hello, thank you for being here today. This is Selene Campton, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And of course, it's time to go live, and someone just rang my bell. Hopefully, Brian will take care of all of that. I hope you're having a good day. And they keep ringing my doorbell, you know. Okay. Well, if you're here, let me know that you're here, and I will get started. They're gonna have to wait. I don't know who's here. So, I hope that you're having a good day. Oh, my header, you can't see it. Well, this is the round of hellos free online workshop. There we go. Never dull, never dull. Okay, I got rid of that. So I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds to get logged in, and I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Nothing like having the doorbell ring when you're going live. It's always a joy. Hey, Cheryl, thanks for saying something, guys. I was like wondering if I was live, so thank you. I am here to share with you this month's online workshop. It's a gorgeous class. I did it with my team last month, and I just loved it. It's full of sparkle and happy and spring, which is what we need the most of right now. Before we get started, I want to jump in and show what's going on. So let's put this to the side for a second. I got all my ink. I lost the ink pads 2 minutes before the event. I put them all together and then lost the whole thing, you know. This is the stamp set that we're going to be using, a round of hellos. And again, I'll put that to the side for a second. We have some really cool specials. We have this new paper for product of the month. So product of the month is something that has replaced Celebration. Hey, Lynette. Oh my goodness. All right, we're good to go now. And it used to be that during Celebration, we had all these extra products to choose from, and we had only so much time to get to them. But this is pretty cool because every month they feature a brand new product of the month. So when you spend $75, you can earn a product of your choosing for just $5 more. And this month it is this gorgeous pack of designer series paper. So this one comes with 3 sheets of each. In 4 double-sided designs. So if one isn't your cup of tea, you can flip it over. And this one, I chose this one last night and I was playing with it because it has like something that looks like a cross, but it's also a flower. And I made a church card for Easter. I'll show you that in a second. Also in the month of February, if you spend $75 with me, you'll get a product of the month tutorial showing a bunch of projects featuring this designer series paper. It's stunning. I love the colors. It's so perfect for spring. And here's the card that I made last night with it. And I wanted to make something that looked like a cross on the front. And so this will be part of the tutorial. I heat embossed the Easter blessings and fussy cut it with scissors. And then I took another piece to make the cross, and then when you open the card, it's a fun fold, and you open it up and there's all the church. Opposite, open it up and there's all the people. You open it up and there's a church, but kind of funny. Anyway, so that's product of the month. I'll also show you, so they have a brand new tool that they came out with called the Stampin' Positioner, and I'm just going to pull mine in the frame for a minute. This is the holder my daughter made me for it. And it comes with a base. And of course, you can tell I've been playing with mine. And a hinge door. And it has 2 holes on either end. I'm kind of zoomed in here. Let me zoom back out so you get a bigger view. And you put the holes on this notch here, and you can use it to pick up your stamps, and then you can use it to line up your stamps for perfect placement. This one is for hinge stamping, where you can move down. The holes are on that side. You want to have the Stampin' Up! Logo towards you, and then you know that the holes are at the right area. But hinge stamping is where you can start in one spot and put them there, stamp, and then move down one, stamp, move down one, or move down two, you know, depending on your stamp. We showed this a couple of weeks ago on the fly. But right now, if you purchase a starter kit, which is $99, you can get one of these for free through the end of February. I just had someone sign up over the weekend. So I decided to order a pack of the paper to go with it, and you could put that in the starter kit order. If you don't, this is nice. It cleans up nicely. It's like a plastic material, so you could do without it if you didn't want that in your kit. But it is super helpful to have the lines to line up, especially if you're going to do techniques with it, because there's a tiny bit of sway with this. So you want to line up the lines underneath and get them kind of so that there's the same distance between the lines going all the way down, and then you know that you're going to get perfect placement every time you stamp. So this one has a little bit of give, but it's because of the technique piece of it. This store doesn't have any give at all, so it doesn't have a sway at all. So it lands where it lands, which I like. And a couple of weeks ago, I showed this feature. I know, isn't it great, Mary? I'm so glad you were able to get one. Mary is a demonstrator. But this, I showed how to make a wreath a couple of weeks ago. So if you haven't, we can rewind back to that and let me know if you can't find it. It's on YouTube. YouTube keeps my videos forever. Facebook deletes them after 30 days. So keep that in mind if you're looking for the info. So I'm going to slide this in. And then, of course, it comes with 2 magnets. And the magnets hold any paper that you don't want to move in place. I love this so much more than my old stamp positioning tool. And I think this is one of the reasons why, because I used to, I don't know if you ever had one of those older ones shatter in your hand, but I had, it's kind of crazy when they were so powerful, those magnets, that one actually broke in my hand and it was scary. But these are covered with plastic and, you know, easy to pick up because they have the tabs. So anyway, I'm going to put that to the side for a bit so that we can get going. But some other things we have going on right now for demonstrators only. There's a pre-order. And if you were to decide to get a starter kit and join my team, you'd have access to this bundle, which is awfully cool. I did this with my team on Sunday. And let me just show you the bundle. So it comes with 2 sets of die, like, well, I'm calling it 2 sets of dies. It's 1 set of dies, but there's a lot of them. And I had to put them on 2 sheets because it's that many. And so this one cuts out this shape. And of course, you get the banners. I had a green card that went with it, but it migrated. And the green card shows this leaf. There's a detail leaf, and then there's a bigger leaf that I put underneath. Did I launch it on the floor? I don't know what I did with the green card. Fussy. Let me stand up and see if I can see it from here. No. No bueno. It decided that it was going to get out in the mail to somebody, maybe. I don't know. I had it a minute ago. Story of my life. Anyway, this shape is for this die. And then this is just a straight circle. And then I made some swaps with it using this, that if you're on my email list, you'll probably see a tutorial for it next month because I did it as a product tutorial already. Okay, so that is some of the products that you can pre-order. And this one was called Springtime Scenes. It's awfully pretty. And you'll probably see this as a class popping up once it's available to customers. Right now, I did it with my team because it's only available to them. They can pre-order it. What else is going on? Well, we have Club next week, and I'll flash those cards. We're gonna make these with the Easter ephemera pack. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Carrie. Oh, I love this. I can see comments from both Facebook and YouTube. Love you guys. So this class is incredibly versatile. You can take any of the ephemera packs and marry them up during the class and stamp what you need. So this one I turned into birthday, congratulations, you know, baby, and I did tie bows for them. So sweet. And these are in person first, and then they get mailed out to anybody that's long distance after the class. This one would easily be a congratulations or a happy birthday too. So like you're not limited. I love that. Okay, so this definitely looks like an Easter card. It is a fun fold. Like that is how we close it. And it says the very best, but when you open it, on your birthday. So it could be Easter. It looks like Easter, but it's actually good for an Easter birthday. Same, right? Happy birthday. And this is right on designer paper that you get with your kit. So you could make 2 of these or 2 of these or 1 of each. Everybody can make the choices in the class. They have enough to make all of them or 2 of each or whatever they want. So I like that. So that's club. What else do we have going on here? So I had my team meeting this past Sunday, and I will say I love them. I'm so lucky. We got together. I came off like so inspired. Oh, off the camera there for a second. I'm gonna have to move the table, I think, because I'm a little out of the frame. These I made on a Facebook Live to show that with some of these images, you can stamp a solid color like this, and then use your watercolor pencils and either an aqua painter or Wink of Stella right over the top to mix your color and kind of get it vibrant. Let me zoom in here so you can see that. Good. So here it is. And like I just took a pencil and went over them after and made a couple of different projects with that technique. So this is a great stamp set for that. All right, I'm gonna zoom all the way out here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. There we go. Now I can get closer to myself on the table here. So with any $50 order, you would get this packet in the mail this week. However, starting tomorrow, there's free shipping on orders over $75. So if you spend $75, not only do you get the package in the mail, you get a tutorial with the product of the month information. So it's at least 8 to 10 projects at the end of the month, because me and my friends get together and we all make a card and share. And then over 100, you also get a paper pack and a cute sparkle embellishment in addition to this. So it's a great time to have free shipping. Thank you, Stampin' Up. Anyone who places a $50 order will also get this PDF emailed to them, and it's nice because it helps you stamp along. Nice and easy. So I'm going to use this as a mat today. It's good for adhesives in particular, but it's what's on the table, so I won't have to get up if I do this. So we're going to stamp the sentiment on the bubble bath scrap here and punch it out with the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. Geesh, can't get my hands around it. Fun times. Oh, wrong one. And actually, I need to get up anyway because I have to get the punches. I was doing a bunch of prep work. Let's just grab all the circles in case, right? So, there we go. All right. I think I got everything now. So I designed this class over a month ago, so it's kind of funny to come back to it. Stamp the sentiment on the layer 4 bubble bath scrap. Oh, I have the wrong color ink. That's what's going on. I'm like, why am I? Silly girl. Discombobulated day, huh? All right, so let's take a look at the card because honestly, if it's in front of us, we'll we'll know where we're supposed to go, right? And jump right in. Thank you so much, Robin. I love you guys so much. How lucky am I? Okay, so this stamp, Have a Beautiful Day, comes already arched. And I know I'm so zoomed out. Hang on. I want you to be able to see my hands. That's better. I just have to move the table and hopefully not launch anything in the process. Okay. So that's a better view. So it comes already arched. So I kind of flung it on the table and then picked it up with the block to make sure that I would not distort it. And here. Yes, I just turned it upside down just to. So press and hold. Have a Beautiful Day. And then I need the 2 3/8 inch circle punch. So this arch lines up perfectly with that 2 3/8. And if you try and bend it like I did, it didn't kind of work as well. So when I came back to, I decided that this was the way to go. So have a beautiful day, which I hope you do. Okay, and then this scrap is for these two pieces, the circle and the flower. So here's the half circle. And here's the flower. So this stamp is really doing all the work. It's so pretty. And did I go the wrong color? You know I did. That's okay. We have extra room on this paper. So what I needed was bubble bath. So let's go in. Let's punch this so we have it. We know how much space we have. Whew. My hair is going everywhere. All right, so here's the circle here to start. Now I just need that flower, so I have plenty of room here. Had a whoopsie. I stamped it in Pretty in Pink by accident. So here's Bubble Bath, which is just the next shade down, and it matches our card perfectly. And then we need the center of the flower, which is here. Much better. Okay, so now I've got those two pieces stamped. While we're here, I'm gonna stamp this bit, and I got to bring in my bubble bath again, and we're gonna create a background. So if you've never done this, it's a super cool way to add texture to a card. Let's say that you're away and you don't have your Stampin' emboss machine with you, and you don't have any way to emboss an image. Well, this is a way to add texture to a card without actually embossing or cutting or any more. So I'm going to go around, and don't be afraid to go right off the paper, because that's going to make it look more like wallpaper. Of course, I didn't hold it down long enough. That's all right. Just have another go. So press and hold and let it sit there for a second. And you can turn these if you want. Flip them over. Right off the paper. There we go. And one more, because there's going to be stuff in the middle, right? Like that. Okay. So later on today, I am going to do a drawing. It won't be on the live because I don't have all the names handy, but there was a sketch challenge on my Facebook page a couple of days ago. Cheryl actually came up with it. And if you played along, I am doing a drawing. So if you are on my team and you already played along and you already took a picture of that card, go enter, because later on I'm going to do the drawing on that. And I'm going to send one person a free packet from this card class. Okay. What do we got? Glue, that's helpful. Oh, something else I can show you too. I have retreat and then so this week is club week and then next week I have retreat and I came up with the coolest retreat make and takes. We're not doing cards actually. It's going to be a memory book that we make from scratch and it has all kinds of stuff that you can open and pull out and I will have a retreat in a box available. If you're interested in that, let me know. Send me a private message or whatever when we get off. But here's the book. And it opens up and it has pockets and bookmarks and it has a place to put tags or pictures. Like this could be pictures or journaling. You know, it would be great for a grandma's brag book and she could put all her grandkids in here or her kids and pockets. And you could put another picture on this flap. But it's made out of chipboard and cardstock and designer paper. And I thought it would be really cool to do as a retreat make and take. So thank you, Joan. Appreciate you. All right, so now that we've got that all stamped and it's sitting there for a minute, I'm going to fussy cut it. These colors are so fab. I agree. All right. Hey, Jolene, good to see you, my friend. So I'm going to just take a minute and take my time and go slow around this flower. I hope that the person ringing my bell at 3 o'clock will forgive me for not jumping up and answering the door. I was here with you guys as planned. Can't be in two places at once. And when you're live, anything can happen. All right, so here we go. Almost done. But you know, I love to fussy cut, and it's important when you're doing it to just slow down and take your time. I like to leave a white border because even if something isn't perfect, it comes out nice. That last corner got a little chunky. I'm going to go back and see if I can fix it. Clunk-a-dunk. Slow down on the coffee. I'm shaking a little. Here, let's see. Okay. So I got my flower all cut out. And then this I punched out of a 2-inch circle punch. So if you are taking this class, you will need a 2-inch punch and a 2 3/8 inch punch. I give you all the pieces that you need, but it's really a lot easier to punch these, and most of us have that, so I figured it wouldn't be a big deal. Okay, so I can get rid of all these scraps, and people are like, what do you mean, save the scraps? If you saw the number of scraps that I have, you would understand why I can't do that. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to put this at the bottom, and I want to turn it into a vase. Oh, it's really close to me, huh? Sorry. I'm going to see if I can slide a little more. I'm a trying. There we go. I moved the whole table. There we go. So I want to turn this into a vase. So I'm going to take this silver piece and gauge how long I want the top to my vase to be. And I'll just cut off what I don't want. Actually, I'll cut a little more. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take a very thin line. Whew, a little too much already. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can. Just a little too much. So I'm going to take that and spread it out. You want this as thin as possible. And just flip it over. And the silver part is going to be the top of our vase. So pretty. And here are some dimensionals. Well, so it's funny because I do have a box of scraps that are white cutoffs because I'm forever I have a big paper cutter and sometimes the bottom piece dies, so I put white on the bottom, and then I have a big lot of white for die cutting, and that's fine because I do a lot of it. But here we go. Look at how cute. Oh. So there's the flower all put together with dimensionals in the vase. Looks like one of those, almost like a floating candle, but so pretty. Okay, so this is card 1. And in your packet at the top, you got a few little bits of bling here, and that's to use on your project. Of course, if you're gonna get this class to go and you wait till tomorrow to get your free shipping at $75. If you spend $100, I'm also going to send you extra bling that I think would be cute with this. So just take a look at the offer if you're thinking about placing an order. And actually, I have a bunch of stuff already in my cart ready to go for tomorrow, but I'm not placing the order until we get free shipping, you know. That saves me a bit of money. Hopefully it does the same for you. So there is card 1. Okay. So moving right along, we still have a bunch of people with us. Thanks for hanging out with me this Tuesday. Usually Tuesday is my on the fly. It's funny, even though I seem to be more organized, I do really well on the fly. I do better on the fly, I think. Anyway, that's definitely my way. All right, so here we go. This is what we're going for. We'll put that off to the side for a minute. And we're going to need our cleaner because we used the vase on, well, we used the vase. I called it a vase. We used the stripe piece with purple, and now we're going to change color. So I got my scrub and mist, and I'm going to give it a little squirt. And here we go. We'll clean the ones we used, the vase, especially because we need it for the next card. And we're going to use the same color with this one, but this one we're changing colors, so the little tip of the flower is going to be a different shade. And I think that's all we need to clean for now. We'll keep that handy though, because we change colors a lot in this one. But they're also spring-like, you know. So if you were taking this class and you wanted to have all the colors that I used, of course they're in the PDF, but here they are all together. Timid Tiger, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Pretty in Pink, Highland Heather, and we also used Memento. So again, most of my regular crafters have a lot of these colors, so I think we're good to go. All right, so let's grab the Balmy Blue first, and we'll do all the stamping in Balmy Blue that we have. Again, I didn't have much luck when I punched these ahead of time. So instead of punching them ahead of class, I gave you the paper so that you can stamp and punch them out as you go. So that's the 2 3/8 inch punch. Come on. I did do some punching for you. It was just the stuff that I thought we couldn't hit in class, you know. That would be very difficult to try and line up on a stamp after it was punched. So there's that. Right, free shipping, huh? I was like Stampin' Up consulted me or something before free shipping, but actually they didn't. It was just fun that I had it all like already planned, you know. I love this. It kind of looks like a whale tail, but we're going to use it to create leaves. And here's the bottom of my circle. This is Balmy Blue. And I'm going to leave that ink pad open because I'm coming back to it in a second. I'm going to stamp my flower next. Somebody moved it. Anybody feel like that? Like leprechauns come in the minute you put something down and just slide your stuff under a piece of paper or out of the way so you can't find it, even though I know it was me. All right, here we go. So here's the little topper again, and it just sits right there. So pretty. It's so easy and so fun to make cards with this. I can't even. When I first saw this set, I was a little intimidated by the design of the flowers, and then when I sat down and I actually played with it, man, I'm just so in love. This is on White Willow as well. That is Stampin' Up's new 12 by 12. It's ultra smooth, and it absorbs the ink really well, and it's very white as opposed to basic white. So to give you an idea, I don't know if you can see the difference here. Oh, maybe you can't. Well, the basic white is embossed underneath, and then the White Willow's on top. It is definitely a couple of shades whiter. So kind of like that. All right, and now I have a different kind of technique with this vase thing. We're going to stamp it like it's a pizza slice, and just rotate it around. So I'm going to go right to the corner here. And I'm not worried about orientation or where it is. Oh, you know what? I already did it backwards. Wrong. Told you it's been a month. Been a month since I did this. A pizza like this. You want the round side in. See, I showed you what not to do. It looks better round because you get all that geometric pattern. And yes, I'm going right off the paper, but I'm on my little pad here, so I'm fine. And I can just give that a wipe in a minute. And I used the wrong color. Did I do it again? I did. Boy, that's not like me. Wow. Oh, it's messy today. Let me grab another packet. That's funny as heck. It's worth it. I'll cut another piece of paper. I'll make up the cards. It'll be fine. Good God. That's silly. I can't believe I did that. Well, at least I noticed. I mean, and it's not so far off that it would be like, well, it's so much softer with that color. And now I really do want to wipe off my mat. I like Pretty in Pink, but the Bubble Bath, it's weird because I just stamped in Bubble Bath. I must have just grabbed it. It's the Gremlins. It wasn't me. All right, coming back to it. I swear this time I have Bubble Bath. Good God. Hot Mess Express. Okay, so you won't do this at home. I'm going to have to make like a clean video of this class because wow. Now that's better. It's the same color. Tone on tone. And we get the technique down. So it's a pizza slice. And it just adds like the right amount of color. But it's cool because this particular card is all about patterns. That was a riot. You can give a girl a stamp pad, but you can't teach her to stamp even after all these years. All right. So we got all of these pieces done so far. Now we need to work on our card base. So there's quite a bit of stamping in this, but I really do love this set. And it was just fun to work with all the different textures. Anybody else laughing at me? I hope you are. Laugh with me, please. It's even better when you're live. Like I said, anything can happen when you're live. So again, don't be afraid to stamp off the paper. You got little polka dots here. Dun, dun, dun. So fun. And I know that I have my pink that's going here, so I don't need to stamp the whole thing. I'm just going to stamp around the edges where you're going to see it. Silly. Okay. Here we go. I think I've got it this time. By golly. You should see me. My face is all red. Hang on. I get embarrassed. I get all red-faced. But whatever. Everybody makes mistakes. So I'm going to go flush mount to the opening of my card here. That's where the first piece goes, all the way over. And then this one is next, and this is the shiny paper. It is, oh geez, let me check the supply list. So on the last page is everything I used. Splash of Sparkles Designer Series paper. It was an online exclusive that kind of went under the radar for me. And I saw it after I placed my first pre-order, and I had to come back and get it. It is so pretty. And every bit of it, it's like, see how, I mean, you can't even make that up. It's, the camera doesn't know what to do. And then here's silver foil. Just below the center on that one. And then I've got that blue circle with all the hellos. And so far, everything is flat on this, because that is so sparkly. It doesn't really need to be popped up just yet. But the last piece I will put on dimensionals. So let's grab those. I am among friends, thank goodness. Yeah, I think that's it. I got a little nervous maybe today. I was like leading up to it. I made the cute graphic. We don't want to let our friends down though. We want to make sure that you can see everything and that you fall in love with the class. Okay, so here's my flower. And like I said, this class is full of sparkle too. How can you go wrong with sparkles? All right, I didn't peel them all off. I peeled off like 4 or 5. And then I'm going to place my flower at an angle. Maybe looking at the sun. Let's grab some Wink, because, hello, I put that stuff on everything. Ugh. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but the Wink is just what it needs. It's like magic fairy dust. The only thing that's wrong is I need more of it. There's a fine line though. You got to be careful that you don't put too much, because then it turns like a funky, like metallic color. But this is so soft and pretty. I love it's like baby colors, baby blue, baby pink, and it did make a difference to change. Like I couldn't have used the pretty and pink ink with that. It just looks better with Bubble Bath. But all right, what do you guys think so far? Leave me some love in the comments. Oh, all right. Let's see. We got the pretty and pink base next. This is so cool. So I cut this piece down and then I cut it into thirds already. And I did do the punching on this one because it wasn't hard to hit with your stamps. So like I said, the only ones that I need you to have if you take this class is the 2-inch and the 2 3/8 inch, along with your inks and stamps. But that's mainly because I wanted to make sure that you would have a good experience with your stamping. This one's nice and wide. It's easy to hit, you know. So I'm going to make a thank you. And I'm going to stamp that first and let it set up for a minute and let it dry. Came out nice and bright. And while that's setting up, I'm going to bring in my white paper and my sparkle paper. and I'm going to kind of set it up where I think it's going to land. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I like actually if it's on 3 different planes. So I went kind of that way and then all the way that way, and then this one's going to land somewhere in between the two, like that. And that will kind of give me the gauge as to where to stamp the "You're amazing in every way." So I got my black here. Put my finger in the ink pad. Excellent. This is the old style felt pad, so I can really bang on it. Bang, bang, bang. Perfect. And you are amazing in every way. Why? Because I said so. Okay, so I'm going to slide those off and we can stick them down since they're right there. I actually cut one big piece and then cut them apart so they all connect. So again, I'm going a little bit that way. And now I'm coming back this way, and then the last piece will be somewhere in the middle as far as distance from the edge kind of thing. Gives a nice texture, doesn't it? And this I can tuck all the way to the bottom, and that looks like perfect placement, doesn't it? But it's funny because you do your stamping and then you can tuck the paper up beside it and it looks brilliant. Okay, so this time we're doing pretty in pink. I'll put myself in check here, make sure I read. Okay. And stamp right over the thank you. So the pretty in pink is a direct match to this designer paper. Although it looks dark here, it will oxidize in a couple of minutes. It's just fresh ink. I love my pretty in pink, I'll tell you. One of those in color. I'm so glad they brought it back. If they could bring back any in color for you, what color would you like for them to bring back? I can tell you mine. Mine would be Seaside Spray for sure. It was a duo with Misty Moonlight, and it was like the perfect periwinkle. Although I think they sneak peeked us a color inadvertently because it was on the pre-order for the March online exclusives, and it's called Hydrangea Hue, and it is a beautiful periwinkle kind of blue color. And it is also on it. That pre-order is also on the starter kit promotion, so you can get pre-order items when you sign up to be a demonstrator if you're not one. So it's all within reach. The free stamp positioner. My team meetings are great. We just had ours on Sunday. There is so much inspiration. I come away from those meetings like spinning because my girls always make me wow, you know. So I'm going to do 3 here, and it looks like I lost a rhinestone from my original sample. Oh, it touched my finger. So the oil from your fingers can make these less sticky. So if I do launch one, and you know what it is, I don't have enough gunk on my picker tool. So let me forward it a little and then back it off right away and then push down on it. And now I have putty, and that picks it up much nicer, huh? And they do sell replacements for the putty tip, but you don't need one until it reaches the end. So I still have like, you know, a little bit in there. Okay, so that is the 3rd project. So it just goes on. I didn't do the extra layers, but you guys know how to do that part. You just stick them on the black and then onto the card base. So pretty. In the land of pretend. You get it. It's not your first day stamping, I know that. Oh, happy day. So I love this card. It is so different for me. First of all, I don't use a lot of orange. But the Timid Tiger is actually quite pretty. And I paired it again with the bubble bath. So I am moving the Pretty in Pink ink pad out of my reach just because, you know, I'm setting myself up for success over here. All right. And I need to clean this guy again because we're going to change the top to Timid Tiger. And we're going to do this one again. So we'll just get the ones we need. And we need this one. I can clean those after. I respect your time and I appreciate that you're here, so I don't want to waste time on doing stuff that's not absolutely necessary. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is there's a bunch of strips in your kit. This one's long for some reason. Wonder how that one got in there. Well, alrighty. They should all be the same length. Apparently I got one with a long one. That's okay because I can just do that. And we're going to cut these anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut like this and flip it and cut like this. And you're going to do it with all the pieces. So I'm taking 3 here in my hands. Evening Evergreen. I liked that color. It was really pretty with the soft succulent. They were quite a stunning duo. So you notice I'm cutting all the same direction. Let me get some of that out of here. I'm making confetti over here. And here is the last bit. Okay. So this piece here is for our stamping and we'll need the 2-inch punch again. I did punch out your silver circle, your gold circle, because I could do that and you didn't need to stamp on it. So again, anything that I could do to make it easy, I do. But for now, let's do the backgrounds first. So I'm going to start with the putting adhesive on these. And I flipped these over from where I cut them. I'm going to keep these and put the adhesive on this side so I didn't flip them. And then I'm going to flip the pink over. So that's going to change my direction on the cuts. Oh, geez, I'm out of the frame. Somebody should yell at me. There we go. Selene, you're outside the frame. Okay, so you see what I did. I had all of these on the table and I just put glue on them and flipped them over. This one I kept the same and then I flipped these over. So now all of my points, even though I cut them all the same way, are going different directions. So I have adhesive on all of the strips. And then you're going to start at the bottom or the top, doesn't matter. We could even do like one there. Let's do all the orange first. So orange, pink. So now they're kind of like pointing at each other. They're overlapping, haphazard, you know. And then one of these, but actually here, let's do this one first. Leave room for it. I like to have the designer paper ones on the top. So do like the orange, the pink, the designer paper, and just keep layering. So there's the orange. I want that to be on the bottom. There's the pink. There's no rhyme or reason. That's the best part. Like, they don't have to be symmetrical. And then the last 2 bits, one goes on the top, one goes on the bottom. And if you don't like it, you can flip it. There's no right or wrong. It's cool. Okay. Something different. They are. I love the colors. And who would think to put Timid Tiger and Bubble Bath together? I mean, and it was all the designer paper. So it's all right there. So it ties to both of those strips. And I like laying the designer paper over the top because it's got that gold sparkle and it is the star of the show. Okay, so I'm going to put the gold circle down here, kind of as a place setting. And we can even put it on our card base and then we'll get Stampin'. So again, if you take this class to go, you're going to want to have the 2-inch punch and the 2 3/8 inch circle punch, as well as the inks that we talked about earlier. I can put them in the description at the end. So I hid the pretty in pink from myself, and now the Timid Tiger has disappeared. That's funny. Let me clean up for a second. We'll find it. I feel like I'm on a sitcom show, like Punk'd or something, because I just keep losing stuff. Oh, I found it. Time to take a sip. It's under a bunch of cards. What did I tell you? It's the leprechauns. They get me every time. Speaking of leprechauns, I am coming up on a very important, a very big anniversary on March 17th. I will have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 20 years. It blows my mind. If you had asked me, side note, if this would be my job for 20 years as a young person, I would say, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that it's my job, but I don't do anything else. This is it. And I love it. I love the people. I love where it brings me. I love that I get to travel with my friends. You know, I'm going to on stage with my friend Cheryl, and she does it just for a discount and to go to on stage. She used to drop and sign up and drop just so that she could go to those events, the bigger events. And she's lucky enough. She's been on my team for quite a long time now. And I don't know what I would do without those friendships. Like Mary, I mean, she travels halfway across the country to retreat. And I don't know, there's a special connection among crafters, and I just appreciate you guys. So funny, we have used every stamp in this set. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Tracy, happy anniversary, my friend. Tracy and I were Rising Stars together our first year. So we started, and the reason that I earned Rising Star was I wanted to earn an incentive trip. So I worked really hard. I didn't know what I was doing, to be fair. You know, like party at my house. I still, you know, whatever. Nothing about my business has ever been what most people's experience is. Like I did one craft fair and I had an open house at my house and I had 3 recruits and a big party and a club. I was off and running. But those results are not typical, and that's what I'm supposed to say. But I work hard too, so everybody can make it whatever they want it to be. They can take a break when they need to. They can enjoy their discount while they have it. They can come and go as they please. I love it. And there isn't anything that I love more than the community. I stayed because of all the people. So here I am just fussy cutting and rambling on. Oh, Darlene, I'm so glad. You know, you won't be sorry. This is a great stamp set. And in this class, we did use every stamp in the set, but I was rambling today a little. I made a few mistakes, but that's okay. Embellishment opportunities, right? no matter how long I've been in this business, the one thing I know is that I will forever be a student. So there's plenty of things that all of you could teach me if we were just sitting across the table. And that's how I learn. I learn from my friends. So a lot of these things. But this class was just great. And can you believe we did no die cutting at all in this class? It was all stamps, ink, and paper, and punches. But I mean, pretty simple, low amount of supplies. You don't have to buy a die cutting machine in order to craft with us. We have kits. We have all kinds of stuff. And for people just starting in their businesses, kits are a godsend because they won't spend hours and hours cutting and prepping the way I do. Although these packets are pretty cool. So when you get them, they're stack stuff, just as I took them out of the package, is how you would get them. And you have a few things that you need in order to complete the cards as shown. And if you haven't gotten the Splash of Sparkles designer paper, you should. It is so fun to work with. I saw a stamp set recently on the pre-order, on the next pre-order called, I think it's called Out of This World. It's the moon. Like it's a little kid astronaut kind of set. I think it would look great with this designer paper. It's just so pretty, sparkly. Hey Char, thank you, my friend. So good to see all of my faces and places. Thanks for leaving me comments because that's what keeps me going here. It's kind of hard to sit in a room and talk to yourself, you know. But that's one reason I love Zoom. On Monday nights, we have a free Zoom every single week. And we have new crafters joining us all the time. And if you ever feel like you want to come hang out, or you just feeling lonely, or you want a friend, or you want to listen to us solve world problems, no politics, yeah, come hang with us. We'd love that. We craft, we talk about everything and anything. No politics. But because we all want to be friends the next day is funny. God bless us all, whatever our opinions are. We can talk about crafts. That'll be the best thing. Okay, so there it is. It is so sparkly. I wasn't lying when I said it's full of sparkle, huh? Look at this thing. It's like jumping off the camera. And then this one. And this one. And they were great once I got the right colors on the stamps, huh? Okay, so if you missed it, go ahead and place an order starting tomorrow. Don't do it today. Get yourself some free shipping. Although, if you don't want to take advantage of the free shipping, you can place a $50 order and I will send you the packet with the 4 cards as shown, right? Like that. And you'll need the 2-inch punch, the 2 3/8 inch punch, and selected ink pads that I showed on film. Here, I'm gonna get that pretty and pink one that I put out of my way so I wouldn't grab it again. Oh yeah, I just love it. Okay, so we can go through it again. Pretty in Pink, Highland Heather, Balmy Blue, Timid Tiger, Bubble Bath. Get ready to take a screenshot. Those are the colors. Okay, and the 2 punches, 2 3/8 and 2 inches. But that's it. And it makes beautiful cards. And if you did pick up a few of the colors that are in the paper, Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, you could make cards for days with this. It's so pretty, so pretty. I'm looking for your comments here. Oh, thank you so much, Darlene. I appreciate you guys so much. If I can help at all, let me know. And I appreciate your orders. They do keep me going and keep me in business. $75, you get the packet, you get a product of the month tutorial with at the end of the month, and the opportunity to pick up the product of the month, which would just be $5. It's the paper I showed at the beginning of the video. If you missed it, you can go check it on the replay. At $100, I'm going to send you a prize pack of 6x6 paper and extra sparkles. So the more you spend, the bigger your package will be. and I have the link in the comments already. So if you need anything that way, let me know. The new stamp positioner, if you have a giant wish list and you're not already a demonstrator, you can pick up the positioner for free with a starter kit. And that you don't have to wait till tomorrow, because starter kit has free shipping anyway. You pick out $125 of anything you want. You pay $99 plus tax. You get free shipping, and you get the new stamp positioner. Here, I'm just going to show you the thing in the box because my daughter made me a box to hold it. These are the magnets and the paper pad. The paper pad is extra. You don't get that for free, just so you know. But it's not a deal breaker if you don't get it. I like it because I like having a mat underneath my images, especially since I tend to go outside the box a lot. What else? If you're on my email list, watch out because it's coming. Retreat in a Box. This is the main event. We're going to be making this crazy fold out pocket thing, mini book. And you can use it for so many things. But I thought it might be nice to document our time together at retreat. But there will be a retreat in a box, and I will start working on those right alongside the regular retreats to get them out to you as fast as possible. Let me see, what else? I think that's it. That's enough for today, right? We got club next week. Lisa, I see that you're on here. Thank you very much. It's good to see you. Yeah, have a great week. Thank you for joining me. I am so very blessed by all of you, and humbled that you'd be here with me. So thanks for hanging out with me on a Tuesday, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.